Hi everybody, so I had an Akawa session today. It was Akawa session 9 or 10. I've lost track, I must say. So these last couple of days have been very, yeah. The process is like really Today during the session I was so tired. Yesterday evening I had a long day with my friend. We went to Toastmasters, and then we talked and we walked, and yeah, by the time I got home it was 12:01, and then I had a chat with somebody through Instagram, and we talked till 5 in the morning. So yeah, talking till 5 in the morning, then sleeping till 9, and just yeah, I was really tired today, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do the session, but I did. And I like how, because I felt that I was really tired, like it was like the process was just, it fit exactly for what I needed. Sure, there was a lot of vocalization, there was a lot of movements with the hands. There were two moments that really stood out to me. In the beginning, like I started to see these visuals of like this, almost like an electricity white energy, or a lightning bolt, like, and like it was like coming, like, and it was hitting earth. It was on earth, and then my visualizations changed, and I saw like myself, like I saw like somebody climbing the ladder, a ladder, like to go up into the sky to something. And at a certain point I felt like the energy portal, the energy whatever, it was like almost like beaming at me, and there was this sense, this feeling that's like just dissolving into an empty space, just being an empty space. It was it's a very peculiar sensation that's very almost like, yeah, super difficult to pinpoint exactly how to explain it. It's like you just are, you're doing what you're doing, and all of a sudden there's like complete cessation. It's like just drifting, just like yeah, it's just like floating, and it's like power was on, and all of a sudden it's like it's just like at a certain point, like the message came back to me, like do the workshops that you can do, offer to people. So it's like I realized I have to take responsibility, or I have to go out there and to offer these workshops that I'm able to give. Also, there were a lot of things coming out like spontaneously. My voice would just say things, and it was like almost, it was known like, oh yeah, this is my truth, or this is the message, this is the thing. And it was all about align yourself to the highest good, align all the energy centers to the highest good. So I stopped doing that. In the previous ones I would do that, and I guess like when you're doing this every day, like I'm doing Joe Dispenza, his meditations, blessing all the energy centers, aligning yourself, it's like everything is every energy center and everything that's happening, there's more synchronicities, or there's the sense of more being in tune with being at the right place at the right time, being open in a certain way, being like fully functional, like with your intuition, with your energy, with your speech, with your whatever. It's, and you just have to be, you don't have to do anything, you just be, and it's there, everything's like available. it's I generalized it now, but overall, yeah, it was really great. Like when I bless my first energy center, for instance, I just bless it. Like, how does it feel to bless the first energy center, then bless it, and then feel that, and then immediately there's like roots coming out through the ground into the earth, rooting me. And being rooted is like really important, because the more rooted you are, the more stable you are for the energy to be to be more the more energy that you can like hold, and the more energy that you can it's just there's stability. Yeah, there's stability. Yeah, because if it just like I felt it, like that you can, like I've had these experiences when I was high on energy, and I feel it like, oh, I'm like just like I guess not centered, but more like very spacious, very loose, very like this, like this, like this, like that. But there's a certain kind of calm, a certain kind of clarity, alignment, a certain kind of presence and peace that is there when you're centered, and you just can look clearly and take one step after the other, one step after the other. I mean, probably can do that as well when you're spacious or high with energy, but it's a different kind of rhythm. It's a different kind of experience, I guess, a different kind of flow. And towards the end, there was a song that was being played, Fix You, Fix Things by Coldplay. Don't remember the song, but when it came up, so much sadness came up. Sadness, saying things like, and there was the knowing, and I started to cry, felt like crying, and there was the sense that, like, I wish I would have done more. I wish like, I'm sorry I wasn't better. I'm sorry I didn't do more. I'm sorry I didn't. It was like grieving all the lost opportunities, all the lost potential, all the lost dreams or life moments, life that was in my past that wasn't fulfilled. Like grieving that, like, yeah, I'm so sorry that I was not better, or I didn't show up more, or whatever. It opened up something, like I could still feel it afterwards. I felt the sadness. It's like there's this process that was started to grieve all those past dreams, all those past moments, all those past potentials. They're gone, and it's like grieving. Yeah, didn't come through. Didn't come true, and yeah, there's a certain kind of sadness, because it was an opportunity to live, to experience life. Yeah, and you didn't take full advantage of it. You didn't fully give it all. So that was very interesting. There was also a point, this was very interesting to me. Again, the knowing came, give yourself to love. No, surrender yourself to love. That was the thing. Surrender yourself to love. Surrender yourself to love. And consciously there was like this saying, okay, I'm gonna surrender myself to love. As soon as I said that consciously, it's very interesting. I talked about this with a facilitator. Like, you surrender yourself to love, but like even when I'm talking about it, I can sense or feel the different layers that there are in my perception of it, in my awareness of it. It's very interesting. Now, right now, there's just this feeling of wanting to cry, wanting to express, to grieve, to express the sadness for dreams not come true, for life not come true. Yeah. About surrendering yourself to love. I'll maybe talk about it in another time, but yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah, so it's gonna be weekend now. Also, I think I'm gonna switch diets for a while. I feel called to eat a bit more meat, to just ground myself, to ground myself, and because I've been doing like a detox, drinking smoothies, but then also like doing other things to compensate. And I noticed like, okay, for a couple of months I've eaten carbohydrates and this and that, and now maybe it's time to maybe focus more on just the meats, and maybe do a small ketogenic diet or carnivore diet, and just calm down and be more present, I guess. Because I do remember when I was eating the carnivore diet, I was more there was this quietness, this stillness, because there was less stimulation. Because when there's a hit of sugar, dopamine of sugar, and then the things that the dopamine or the hormones that come free from that, there's a stimulation. It affects the mood, the hormones, the sexuality, all of that. To me, like arousal, and yeah. But when there's just eating meat, it's a bit different. So very curious to experience that and to see how that will work. That I don't know how long I'll do it, because at the end of August I want to do a pranic retreat. I'm really curious how that will be, because it's gonna be 2-3 days or 4 days of juice fasting, and then normally they do a dry fast, but I'm gonna just do water fast. Yeah, really curious to see how that will go. That's really interesting. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, for sharing this journey with me. I hope everybody's doing okay. It's so nice to have somebody to be able to relate to talk to. Because when these feelings come up and you're just alone, really alone by yourself, it can be this sense of almost like that it can feel overwhelming. But because there's somebody to relate to, it's almost like, instead of you having to carry those emotions and be with them and process them, it's almost like, oh, I can just share or express these feelings. Maybe that other person will hold space for me, because there's a certain kind of calming down or relaxation when you can express those vulnerable feelings and somebody's there for you. So yeah, looking forward to week 3 of Akawa. Have a great night, everybody.